What we have here in the vise is a phantom midge, often referred to as glass worms. I'm going to tie it up on a Togen's emerger hook, number 16. I'll show you how that's done. It's a simple fly to tie. When the fish tune off of chironomid or anything else, glass worms is what they tune into. You'll have to have one. That's all they'll take. I'm going to be using green thread. It's a light olive green. I'll just tie that onto the shank. Like I say, this is an emerger hook, number 16. And I'm using a magic brown bead head. I'm going to run my thread up almost to it, but not quite. And the reason for this is we're using goose bites. And I'm going to slide them under the bead head and then tie them in, rather than try and tie them at the front. I find they last longer when I slide them in. All right. This is for the pinchers. There we go. We'll trim it for length later. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to tie on a piece of mono thread. It comes on a spool like this. I get it at the fabric shop. It's a very thin mono. Now, when you run your thread to the rear of the shank, make sure and cover all the shank. The thread is going to be the color of your fly. The mono is going to just give it the glassy look. Now at this stage I'm going to take a piece of white wool and take 4 or 5 fibers. You don't need many fibers. Tie on at the rear. I'm going to cut off the excess. A very simple fly to tie. Just a little finicky, but not hard. I tie this on a 16 and 14s. You very seldom see them in the water bigger than that. Now, I'm going to take my hackle pliers just so I can hold on to this. when you wrap your mono, make sure and stack it in nice and tight. This gives it the glassy look. You could probably use a 2-pound, 3-pound tippet material for this. I lock it in nice and tight, like so. Tie it off. Now cut that for length, which is not very long, like so. And the pinchers up front are not very long, like so. That is your phantom midge. To finish that off, I'm just going to use Loctite on the thread portion. And the bead head. It helps to keep the bead head color. Like I said earlier, not a very hard tie, but a very effective fly. And that's on a number 16.